This is a Sling Psychrometer. This one is probably from the 50s or 60s. We haven't been able to get an exact date on it, but it consists of two thermometers here. This one would have had a wet bulb on it, and this one would have been the dry bulb. Originally, this would have had a little piece of cotton cord over the top of this that would have gotten wet, and then you take it and sling it around like so, and that's going to give you the relative humidity in a room based on the difference in these two temperatures. Now, this one is pretty old. Like I said, we've lost the wet bulb on this part. You could replace it, but we don't have a replacement right now. But what we do have is this. This is also a Sling Psychrometer. This one was our dad's. It comes from about the early 80s, mid 80s, according to the paperwork, 1986. And the way it works is you have the same two thermometers in it that you have in the other one. This is your wet bulb, this is your dry bulb. And the instructions tell us to take it, sling it around for approximately 1.5 minutes. You have to make sure that this bulb is wet and put a little water here in the end, and that's a wick. And then once you've done that, you can use this to see what the relative humidity is. So let's try it out. Let's give it a shot here and see if we can get the relative humidity. We also have the relative humidity here on the thermostat. So we're going to compare the two whenever we're done. So this bulb is wet. Let's give it 1.5 minutes and see what we get. All right, once those temperatures have stabilized, we want to read this wet bulb immediately. I'm reading it at about 55 here. The dry bulb, we're coming out at about 74. So then we take this, there's a little notch here, we line that up, and we can push this bit in. This part is your scale. So our wet bulb temperature was 55. Each of these is 2. So 2, 4, and about halfway between there's going to be 5. And then we were looking at 74, so that should be that line there. So we'll take that and line it up. All right, so we've got 74 there, 55 there, and then we come down to our relative humidity, and we get 22, 4, 5, or 6, somewhere around there. About 25 is what we're getting. So let's take a look at our humidity here. And our thermostat's reading at 29%, so very close. Of course, there's a margin of error anytime you have a human reading one of these or doing the spinning. This one calls for you to spin it about 2 to 3 times per second. So if that tempo is a little bit different, it could read differently, but very close, a very cool piece of technology. Our guys would have used this whenever they were charging refrigerant in a system, but there's a lot of uses for a relative humidity measurement. This helps you to figure out if your home is at a comfortable humidity level. It's pretty dry here at our showroom, but whenever you're at your own house, we offer humidifiers and things that will help you keep comfortable. Now, this psychrometer was featured this week in our What Is This Thing series, and many of you guys guessed what it was in the comments, and several of you got it right. So we're going to post our first 3 that got it right in the description of this video. Congratulations to you guys. We love doing these. It's always so fun to see what you come up with. And if you're not familiar with our What Is This Thing series, give us a follow so that you can catch the next one and get in on the fun. So Sling Psychrometer, cool piece of old technology, still useful today. We hope you enjoyed learning about it.